KPFA 94.1. I'm Jose Ruiz right here, and in the studio we have Eugene Rodriguez, who is the founder of Los Cenzontles. Would you give us a quick history and what's the center about?
Well, Los Cenzontles is a group, but it's also a cultural center. We're in San Pablo, Richmond, and we teach classes to kids in our neighborhood, ages 4 and up, in music, dance, arts, and crafts. We have anywhere between 150 and 200 students per week coming to take classes. We also have a production facility where we make CDs and videos, all carrying the message of Latino pride and dignity. Los Cenzontles started as a youth group. I had an artist in residency grant from the California Arts Council to teach young folks in this neighborhood about traditional music, traditional dance. Take trips to Mexico and do recordings, go out to flea markets and sell our cassettes, and to raise money for these kind of activities. And back in 1994, the neighborhood was undergoing a lot of stress, a lot of gang problems, social problems.
When I first moved in here, there was a lot of violence. You know, kids were scared. You have to run to your house after school because other people would get into fights or get shot at.
It was a brutal murder of a 15-year-old girl who was a good friend of our students, and the neighborhood was in shock. So that was one very tragic episode that was kind of like a sign to me that it was time to deepen our work and start to branch out and incorporate an arts organization. The city found a landlord who was willing to take us in here in this strip mall right on San Pablo Avenue. It was a liquor store before we moved in here, and we happily took it on. There are many different facets of what we are, and I think it's appropriate because our name, Los Cenzontles, means the bird of 400 voices, mockingbird.
Cenzontles, it's a place where you feel eventually is your second home, where immigrants, Chicanos, kids get the cultural experience. They come here and they find a place for themselves.
We're trying to encourage the kids to feel proud of their culture and to learn about their culture, because often the parents say, my children, don't want to speak Spanish, or my children don't know about my culture.
The way we approach culture, I think, is unique because we feel that it's the motions and it's the movements and it's the expression which is the culture. The different components that make up Los Cenzontles, we have the academy where you have students coming in. It's safe and it's creative. It's just a great nurturing environment for the kids. Then there's also the youth development where you do bring our teens who've demonstrated commitment to our workshops with migrant education, to do performances, to do production with us. So there's just constant learning going on. We also have the group. People sometimes see us on the road or they hear a CD of us. And so the group has been the voice, taking the message that we have about cultural participation and taking that into our digital technology, whether it's music or music videos or documentaries, or broadcast that out into the world.
The kids have a place to go to learn about the culture, but also to integrate, to be part of the community. And then after several decades now, some of the students are now the instructors. Am I correct?
That's right. They're instructors at our school, composers, choreographers, engineers.
I was 15 when I first came to Los Cenzontles, and I joined Los Cenzontles because a friend told me about it.
I was almost 15. Eventually, after my quinceañera, then I joined. And then I haven't left since then because I love the work that we do here.
You're also in the process of expanding, right, in the near future, hopefully?
That's right. Los Cenzontles is going to be taking over the adjacent storefront next to us, and we're going to be kind of spreading our arms a little bit. This is going to be the office. It's going to come back. And then the middle part will be the kitchen, where we have classes in Mexican cooking. Los Cenzontles has always been about mentorship. At every level of the organization, people are learning leadership skills, teamwork skills, and so we don't want to grow in big numbers. We are limited by space, even with the expansion. We want to keep the quality high. We want to keep the depth of interaction with our local community. We want everybody to feel included here and everybody to feel safe here. And I see all of us as being guardians of keeping that environment, this context, a safe place for risk-taking.
I I see Los Cenzontles as a hidden treasure, and I hope people keep discovering you because you have so much to offer. You are a pride of Northern California and the Bay Area.
I felt like we were grounded, but I feel like it could move forward a little.